Hello gamers, Zark and Gruss on being first. How are we? How has everyone been? Are you looking forward to getting back into this?
And have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Oh, it's weekend time finally. I've lost track of days. It has been a slow day for me. I did not get any of the work done that I want to get done. Just... I'm hoping that I can make it back up tomorrow. That's the hope.
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
But I got some stuff ordered for the upcoming cons, so that's good.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight.
Starting!
Why is my... Hi. Don't worry about that. Alright then, let's... yes, we have been confirmed for Glasgow Comics Art Fair. We're still waiting to hear if we're going to be at Acme, but we'll be at the Comic Art Fair. We're looking forward to that. Alright, let's get into this. Oh, no loading tip today. It's the first one they're ever doing of it, so we're gonna see how it goes.
Jenny, problem? I want her fired today, now.
Don't worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Kath. Pack up your weapons of optical destruction and get out.
What?
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to both of them.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week.
Oof.
Jenny?
It was me. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Kath, you're gonna have to leave.
You're letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded me.
10 seconds,
That's
everybody.
all
Hmm?
right. It's a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so
Going in
high and mighty
5,
and do your job.
You'll have me fired too.
3.
Oh shit. Huh? There we go. Oh, my button didn't work for a second there.
And I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight.
The establishment strikes back. The World Council has agreed today
Oh,
to
shit.
impose punitive sanctions on the people of this country.
The sanctions, which are broad-ranging, include restrictions on the supply of oil and gas, food, clothing, and
Shit,
even
then.
some medicines. But how should we react? We asked the public.
What are your reaction to the sanctions?
I think it's fucking outrageous. My mom needs insulin. Am I supposed to get her transitioned? What's the government doing about it? Eh?
Thanks, Patrick. Fascinating stuff.
Popular Prime Minister Julia Salisbury has released a reassuringly...
Can't believe I forgot to load the ads.
World Council's controversial announcement.
This international declaration is nothing short of outrageous. We are a democratically elected government with massive popular support. We do not recognize these sanctions, and we encourage other socially progressive nations of the world to both resist and ignore them. Advance have struck fear into the heart of the international community by showing that it is possible to have radical change for the betterment of the many. And whilst I wish we could improve other countries as much as we have our own, we do not rely on the help of others to thrive. This country is entirely self-sufficient. We are a team, now more than ever. And this team is on your side. Thank you.
Defiant stuff. But what do you, the public, think of our government's stance? Robin Short found out.
Oh, yeah, hello Raiders!
Hi there. Robin Short, National Nightly News.
Sorry, I
was
don't
wondering
think
your
it
thoughts
played.
on the current government.
I'm not really very interested in politics.
Hold on, give me a second. I don't think the thing played. There we go. How are we, Raiders? I should start doing it.
Bark, bark.
Well then, you now have some
Chad.
bleach.
Chad is so spicy today.
How was Spider-Man? And bark, bark. We're just getting started on our first broadcast of the day. Yes, I added that. I added that very recently. You're my first raid that's got to see it. They can. But that was just reading the Does the Dog Die? I skimmed it so I don't have context for things. Alright, I'm getting into this.
As Mother always said, leave politics to the politicians, Malcolm.
A whole lot of problems. Protests were held today at the controversial construction site for Remington Smith's physics-defying MOVES project. Since digging straight through the earth began 6 months ago, the project has been beset by problems, including localized tremors and the heat deaths of many of the workforce.
Oof.
Residents of the nearby town of Calamity today converge on the construction site with sincere, if misspelt, placards demanding the suspension of digging until safety checks can be carried out.
Of course, that's half a world away. But what does this country think? Patrick.
What's your opinion of the MOVES project?
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. What's to stop it, right? Dropping out the other end and just falling forever.
Gravity?
No, it don't exist.
Oh yeah.
Among the lapse of reason, commuters across the capital found themselves somewhat bemused by the latest stunt by controversial protest group Disrupt.
In a baffling start to the day, commuters found performers outside every major station, all dressed and posed identically. Whether we're supposed to be amused or intimidated is anybody's guess, Jeremy, but most commuters didn't even stop to notice.
Well, as long as it's not some grand contemporary dance, it's probably harmless.
But how do we all feel about Disrupt and their eclectic tactics? Robin found out.
How do you feel about Disrupt?
Oh, well, now you're talking. Ruddy hero, showing us not to take it lying down like Iris here.
So you both
Sir?
feel they're a cause worth supporting?
Oh, Iris doesn't speak online, but we're pretty sure there's still one in there, aren't we, love?
Jesus, this is too real.
It loves Disrupt, fighting the oinks for our freedom. And what could possibly be wrong with that?
Do you need me to get you some help?
Yeah, girl, do you need help?
Feast or famine, resourceful doctors David Wong and Ingrid Swansborg and Horgansford today announced their first successful harvest in Dante's taint. Although they can currently only grow a few fungal strains, the scientists seem to be staying positive, as the following picture shows.
The undauntable scientists chose to try and survive in the cave system while the complex rescue operation inches forward up here on dry land.
Let's hope they're like Stroganoff.
But with Advance planning to spend an eye-watering amount of public money on the rescue craft, we asked Patrick Bannon to find out
Hello, Midnight. How are you?
about the accelerating costs.
What are your thoughts on the costs of the rescue?
Oh my god, Patrick Bannon, wash your mouth out with soap. You can't put a value on human life. You have to spend whatever it takes, because one day you might be trapped in an underwater cave system and you would want exactly the same.
I don't think so, actually, because for legal reasons, I'm actually not allowed within 31 yards of the coastline.
What?
I am not a number. Applications finally opened today for the new Advanced Team membership cards, a scheme by the government to allow fast access to all the new public services being introduced daily.
Oh.
Team membership cards are entirely voluntary, but will be recognised as legal identification by all major organisations, including the police, banks, and, rightfully, pubs and bars.
And of course, there's no charge, Jeremy.
It all seems too good to be
Free
Well,
IDs.
you've always been a cynic. But most importantly, what should you
Better than our government's doing.
new team membership cards?
Team membership cards.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. I'm applying today. I mean, why wouldn't you? What are these protesters doing that they don't want us to know who their names are? Besides, have you seen the savings you can get? I'm getting one for the little one as well.
Oh, how adorable.
Yeah, gonna be a proper little team member, aren't you? Yes. He smiled. He smiles.
And finally tonight, getting stuck in a shameless attempt to cash in on his bad boy status, shame celebrity Johnny Hamsleeves announced a new line of real ale at a press conference earlier today.
The new brew, entitled Headbutt Ale in reference to his controversies of last year, promises a night you'll pretend you regret.
Or possibly a night
Tee.
you'll pretend you remember.
Just sneak into the broadcast studio. They don't need to know.
Latest attempt to market his notoriety. Patrick?
Don't really care, love.
Tonight, in a bit of a switcheroo, it'll be Jeremy in the culture chair, spitting rhymes with popular rapper Jay Zus. And then we'll both be chatting with a familiar team of thespians set to take the nation by storm again.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh shit, I wasn't. I was like, what's that sound?
First tonight, thankfully, some news as we return to our main story.
The World Council today agreed that punitive and potentially illegal sanctions should be imposed upon this country. The sanctions, which come into effect immediately, aim to stop the flow of food, fuel, and even some medicines from reaching your pockets.
Tonight, we have guests from across the continent to discuss this unprecedented situation. For advance, Peter Clement is at his home in Lamfordshire. Are you there, Peter?
Yes, I can hear you, Jeremy. Thank you for having me.
A momentous day, Prime Minister. Are you shaken?
Oh, I don't scare that easy, I'm afraid, old son. And neither do the people of this country.
Well, joining us is Ivan VoD, Foreign Minister of Urkistan. Ivan, thank you for being here.
Great pleasure. You, Megan Wolf, are like strongest guard of Labour camp who wake up inside body of crazy, expensive prostitute. In my country, you will be worshipped as a god.
Okay. Minister, as one of those arguing most strongly for these sanctions, how do you feel about Advance's defiant stance?
Advance is like man who think he have big career in movies land, when actually he in dirty sanitarium, screaming at mirror and holding tiny penis in hand.
He's clearly not from Svenland, then. We have like some of the cleanest mental health facilities in the continent, yeah?
And welcome to Svenland's Minister of Mojo, Björk. I'm sorry, we don't appear to have your surname.
It's just Björk, yeah. We don't use things like socially divisive surnames here, yeah.
Minister?
It's just Björk, yeah.
Right, Björk. Your country spoke in favour of Advance at the World Council today, but you were noticeably absent when it came to the actual vote.
Well, what a surprise. The hippies didn't show up for the fight.
Actually, that's quite racist, because if you must know, we were going to go to the whole like voting, yeah? But it's actually the Festival of Fureland here at the moment, where we honor the old generations. So like we all had to work our grandparents' linear whilst the vote was happening, and that's like a really time-consuming process, actually.
You're like a sissy man. You have this expression, sissy man, is like man with tiny penis who like to wash more than once a week.
Actually, that's quite homophobic, yeah,
Oh,
because...
stop winding him up, Ivan. We're not back at the Grange now. Sorry, Jeremy. Ivan and I used to play golf back in my media days.
Of course you did.
Nothing gives him greater pleasure than grinding people's gears. The more publicly, the better.
Peter, you're like man with tiny penis who think he have tiny penis, but actually he discovered that. Oh, could it be? No, it's tiny penis.
Ivan's just worried that when the rest of the world sees how well we're doing, they'll notice all that dosh that he's got squirreled away. Because that's what these sanctions are, Megan. They're the last pathetic gasp of an establishment in collapse. Wolves at the gates, Ivan, old mate.
Good. You can join others on my wall.
Actually, in Svenland, we have like serious animal welfare legislation. And like my friend Helga, she got arrested, yeah, for killing a butterfly that was hovering over her fuel thing. I mean, in English, jam sandwich.
I used to know a girl called Jam Sandwich. She was a right cracker too. Wonder what became of her.
We seem to be wandering a little from the news here.
Jeremy, the real people behind
The people are
the
interested in this.
So if you're watching, Jan, give us a call.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see if we can't organise a reunion.
Christ, I'm not sure about that. I'll have to run it past Mrs. Clement first, eh?
Peter, you're like man trying to empty ashes of mistresses into oncoming vein. Soon you have tiny penis and beard full of secrets.
In Svenland, we don't really go in for all that restricted monogamy stuff here. We're kind of fluid, actually.
Okay, well, it seems that we are running out of time.
Yes, so before we go to the break, briefly, if you would, gentlemen, with the people of this country facing shortages and power
possible shortages and power outages.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Possible shortages and power outages. Can you summarize your thoughts for us, Minister Bierk?
Well, from here, yeah, you all look a bit stupid really arguing about outdated devices concepts like money. Instead, we replaced
Can I
it
move?
with a system of bodily fluids back in the 1970s.
Oh.
It's like really hard to sanction, actually.
Thank you, Minister Vodovic.
Your country is like man who think he invented perfect trap for giant Newton hairy bear. But really, he just standing in field
Holding his tiny penis, yes. Thank you, Minister. And finally, Prime Minister Clement.
Let me talk to your viewers here, Jeremy.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, everybody. Don't be afraid. Don't even lose
Oh, sorry.
a wink of sleep. We knew the rest of the world would react this way, and we're ready. As my old man used to say,
Luckily we've had subtitles
you can't
on.
make a shite pie without blocking a few toilets.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Reassuring words there.
We'll be back.
After these messages.
1 minute back.
Shoot.
I over your way this weekend. You fancy a quick 9?
Yeah, sure, front or back.
That's what I hope you're asking Megan Wolf for me.
She's out of your league, mate.
Thank you for the correction.
Well, you have to be more careful.
It's all part of his long-term plan to get fired live on the news at 6 in front of the nation.
Can someone warn him it's going a little too well?
Oh boy. No, I'm just catching up in chat. Huh? What?
Should show up in blue. Same as regular censoring.
Government censorship?
Keep an eye out for the advanced blue waveform.
Catch the egg. Okay, are we going to abide by government censorship now? I don't know about that.
Bow to foreign royalty.
What?
What?
Should I just like curtsy?
Hang on. Have they given you the Crown Prince report?
What?
Meghan?
This is Jeremy, and he'll be interviewing you.
Well, we'll see what they're asking us to censor and we'll do it case by case. Okay?
Live in 10 seconds.
Alright, who should I be on? Megan's got the cards.
4, 3.
Welcome back, I'm Megan Wolf. Later, we have an exclusive first look at a theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But first, it's time to go over to the culture spot with lovely old Jeremy Donaldson, who's joined by a very special guest. Jeremy.
Thanks, Megan. I have the honor and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Let's welcome Jesus!
Hi, thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, it's a real honor to be here on your show, The News. You know, as a kid on the streets, I used to watch you through a window of the shop, so to be here right now is crazy.
You've had quite the journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it?
Well, you know, I try not to, well, you know, the past is the past, so I don't like to dwell on it.
I understand.
But yeah, man, the streets is all I remember. Like, my mother donated me to a charity shop
What?
soon after I was born. Elderly lady took pity on me. You know, she let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction until I taught myself how to walk.
Wow, that's quite the childhood.
And she died, like, died tragically. Right there in my arms, man. You know,
Bro, you okay?
Falling as she laid there next to the used homeware. In that moment, I became a child of the streets. I was just 18 months old.
Okay.
What a tale. What a tale. You're known for your direct and honest lyrics. Was your style informed by your troubled past?
Oh, like I said, I try not to talk about it. It's just
Damn, we're really going to put him through this.
Of course.
But my first album is about the story of the first 4 times I stole, so I wouldn't starve. A small group of infants came to see me as their de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
So it would seem. Recently, you've been quite outspoken about the government.
Yeah, fuck
Jeremy?
the government. Fuck Advance. Fuck Peter Clement.
What is it that you object to so vehemently?
Well, you know, they stole from us.
Jeremy,
They
what are
take
you
our money
doing?
and spending it, man.
redistributing it. Actually, homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
So?
Surely that's a cause close to your heart?
Yeah, nah, of course, man, very much so. I just mean, like, why do I have to pay for it, you know?
You don't. People have been rehoused on property seized from the historically wealthy. And that couldn't have been you, could it?
Look, yeah, I worked hard to be here. I built this from nothing, and I deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would you say you worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
I don't know.
You know what, Jeremy? Go in. You're doing good. You're doing great, mate.
Who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children, Mr. Cheeseless.
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more of a,
Or
like,
maybe it's hereditary.
stop trying to tie me in knots.
Jeremy.
I let the music speak for itself. And the people agree with me.
Well, that remains to be seen. But you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you. So here he is with his hit song, Mrs. Ludlow's Tears.
Oh no, I'm going to do something a little different.
What?
A new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Excellent. Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship system. What's the worst that could happen? So here he is with a new song. Oh, we're lucky. It's Jesus!
First, you're gonna pay up.
Oh
You're
no.
gonna pay back.
Well, we're all different races from many different places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel elation from your participation. Still two leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting sanctioned, talking about expansion. Why does Julius require a massive fucking mansion? So fuck all your schemes, I don't need your freaky team. And I don't need your help to achieve my fucking dreams.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to do the rhythm segments here.
So don't make a fuss when you find you're one of us. Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive. But why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention. I like to eat a little of the fruits in my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. The best of the praise of the crest of the wave. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head.
Oh boy, I'm just gonna
He's got a job, he's unfaithful. It's time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. So this is for the snubbed ones, the pushed and the shoved ones, the folks that feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones. Ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley. The ones who now finding that their bank accounts are empty. The ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation. The ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the praise, so the rest of the ways. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's fake as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets. Set a fire in the building, let them feel the fucking heat. Say you hate to go getters, you're squilling bed letters and burn them on the powers of advances fucking letters. Gonna take his facts, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's fake as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Chase that dream, you don't need a fucking team. And advances little dances aren't as harmless as
Jesus,
it seems.
okay, boy.
Then your anger erupt, then your hearts and your minds and your fists to destruct.
Well,
Jesus there with his new song. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. I'm sorry. I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer you an apology. I've just been told that there was some kind of issue upstairs, and an attempt was made to censor some of your notes.
What? Are you joking?
I'd just like to say to you and everyone at home that this was a mistake.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe it.
well, we're not the BBC,
Here at the
mate.
National Nightly News, we pride ourselves
Okay,
on remaining
apparently.
neutral, unbiased, and independent of any outside interference. You have my word. We will never censor ideas. Back to you, Megan.
Well, a bit of dangerous language there, sorry about that. Well, thank you to little Jeremy Donaldson for providing our culture spot. Coming up, we'll be speaking to a couple of...
We needed to censor it, otherwise we'd be biased in another situation, that's the problem.
We'll be right back after this.
That's the ad.
Just a reminder.
Wow, it's me!
Breezy, hello!
Last ad break.
It's just a mix-up, I'm sure. Now, if you come with me, I really do have to...
Yeah.
Oh, trust me. My father's going to hear about this.
I understand.
So I fired those guys, and I got myself...
Hello, Breezy, how are we?
I don't know what you're talking about, Jeremy.
I'm sorry, Jeremy. Oh. Have a good nap, Czar. What was that about the VCR? One of them's broken.
It takes so long, and it can be pretty scary.
Well, let's face it, it's pretty inefficient, Janet. Going all the way around the...
Oh, here we go.
Thank you for lurking.
Look at him.
If we could just get you
Oh,
in position.
Breezy, I'm so sorry.
Say no more.
Megan, Jeremy, you remember Mr. Algebra?
Vividly.
Of course.
Harris, and this is Ms. Raiden.
What?
Philippa, please.
You're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully exciting, isn't it?
Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1.
Thank you for the cue. Much appreciated. I hope your wife comes soon, home soon, Breezy.
4, 3.
Welcome back, and no, you're not mistaken. Sitting across from us are some very familiar faces. You really are too kind, Megan. It was only a yogurt commercial, but I'm still proud of it.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by National Treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philippa Raiden, and National Deficit Jeff Algebra.
It's so lovely to have you all. Tommy, would you like to tell us about the show?
You know what? I'd bloody love to. It's about me. It's about my life.
And
Good
where
for
did
you,
your
Tommy.
come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like a
Of course.
hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to training sometimes. He's actually a pretty good goal sweeper. Anyway, so, Pete, he says, Toby, he thinks my name's Toby, see? He says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate times?
What did you say?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Jeff, the question on everyone's lips is, what in God's name are you doing here?
Well,
I am always happy to see Mr. Algebra here.
my debut work and all the people that I've touched, I knew that I had a career in theatre. Yeah? I've always been an admirer of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said that I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
Yeah, I've been told that too.
No, I wouldn't say so. Right, Tommy, sorry, would you just give us a sense of what the show is actually about?
It's about how hard it's been for me and some of the struggles that I've faced. It like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris, Jesus, that was hard.
Catchy. We actually have some clips of the process of the show. Would you mind telling us what's going on here?
Yeah, so the show is built around two things that are very important to me. It mixes scenes from my life as well as epic fantasy retellings of scenes from my life.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
I'm sorry, son.
You're an embarrassment.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
Back, demon! Back to the hells!
Philippa,
Thank you for your contribution, Wizard Dad.
co-starring with Tommy Harris. I've always dreamed of treading the boards of medium-scale regional theatres, Megan. And for once, this show really gives me something to sink my teeth into. What's different about this show, then? Tommy, Mr. Harris's show really lets me show my tremendous range as an actor. I've always suffered from typecasting, forced to play the same tired characters in every god-awful yogurt advert or godforsaken soap opera or, God forbid, a pantomime. But, you know, this show has really let me just go there.
Jeff, the viewers at home will be dying to know exactly what is it that you bring to the show.
He brings great music.
I think these guys would agree with me when I say that it's my steady hand on the tiller, my arm round the shoulder approach that's really brought the production from strength to strength.
Absolutely right. Jeff's contributions are immeasurable. He was our rock. Can you give us a sneak peek of anything else that might be in the show?
Yeah, all sorts, yeah.
We've got lots of exclusive first-hand experiences of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
And some epic fantasy retellings of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
Okay. Messed up a wee bit, but we'll survive, I'm sure.
You'll never take the sacred path!
And am I right in saying this was officially commissioned by the government?
Yeah, all paid for by the taxpayer, which, you know, to be honest, is actually a lifesaver, really.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that without Advance's support, we'd have had to cut the finale.
Which, frankly, would have been a travesty.
Oh, we're just going to show off the finale? That seems like a bad choice.
You do this every night.
Absolutely. It's a metaphor.
For what?
Yes?
And the public are footing the bill, are they?
Too bloody right they are. Between the cost of my tour bus and the dry cleaner and my ties, I'm barely scraping a profit here.
Amazing. And where can the folks at home come and see this for themselves? We're performing all over the nation. And people can see it for absolutely free, all courtesy of Advance. Isn't that incredible, Jeremy?
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. Next time we see you, no doubt you'll have taken our jobs.
That's all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow when I'll be interviewing the world's most attractive horse.
What do I want to see that show?
And I'm Megan Wolf. And from all of us here, have a peaceful night.
That's the ads. Let's get reset for tomorrow, please.
Hey, we must stop bumping into each other like this, eh?
I don't know if we need another one, but... Okay, no broadcast complete, we're good. Alright, hello chat, how are we? Breezy. Yeah, I messed up in that middle sequence, but... well, at least Advance were happy with it. Well, they say Advance is happy with it. Our reputation with them has gone down. Right, let's check out the ads. I know we're comfortable at the minute, which is great. Maybe our partner won't be mad at us.
Hi, it's Crazy Neil here. I'm the druid, the really fluid, because I've got a solstice with the mostness. So come on down to Crazy Neil's for a crazy midsummer deal. Come down and buy some patio furniture, some garden furniture, patio furniture with some garden furniture next to it on the garden next to the patio. We've got garden furniture that looks like a cello, garden furniture that looks like a car, garden furniture that looks like garden furniture. Come on down for a crazy midsummer deal. We've got all sorts of stuff in the garden. We got fish, we got flowers, we've got dishes, we've got sacks, we've got garden plants, we've got garden ponds, we've got fronds. If you want an elephant, you can take it.
Breezy does not want to admit.
We've got it. We've got bird bombs, we got duck bombs,
Oh, crazy. I am so sorry.
Crazy deal from a crazy midsummer deal. Gnome from gnome, home from home. We got more than 7 gnomes. 'Cause we've got men with trombones. We've got reclining giants.
This is a great solstice ad. I'm going to buy all this garden furniture.
Come on down, a crazy deal. Because we've got a head start for you. And guess what? It's 50% off engraving.
Oh.
I'm not even making a profit. I'm making a loss. Get on out to the crazy
Well,
deal
if you need one.
show.
Right, let's hear more about the MOOBS project.
Hi, I'm multi-billionaire Sophia Remington, and you wish you could be me. Recently, I put an idea to my science guys, and they said it couldn't be done. So I fired those guys, and I got myself some new ones. And today, I'm pleased to announce that we, at Remington's Fist, have come up with a solution to a problem all globe hoppers share.
Jeez, I love our foreign vacations, Janet, but I just hate flying.
I know what you mean, Brad. It takes so long and it can be pretty scary.
Well, let's face it, it's pretty inefficient, Janet, going all the way around the planet. There has to be a better way.
There has to be a better way.
Don't worry, young professionals. Now there is. Why go around our beautiful planet when you can go straight through it? Imagine a system of mass transit elevators running through the center of the Earth. Now you're thinking MOOBS. My mobile orientation operational burrowing service will change the way you travel forever. And construction has already begun. I'm Sophia Remington, and when they tell me it can't be done, I make it happen even faster.
Here at Advance, we know you're worried about the future. This territory is changing fast, and that makes other countries uncomfortable. But that won't stop us. And we intend to make sure that in these challenging times, every citizen gets their fair share of the abundant, nutritious food we grow right
Not those.
in the territory.
The territory?
Your entitlements book will be coming to you by
Oh,
post
good.
in the next few days.
That's good at least.
And it will let you claim enough food for the week, every week, at one of our many new distribution centres. Everyone will get their fair share, and no one will be left behind. So you can carry on coming together to enjoy life and make wonderful memories. Because we've shown our international friends what's possible when we all pool our resources and come together in a sense of team spirit. So don't worry about what the rest of the world thinks. Save your concern for those around you, your family, friends, and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe from all the rest. Advance. Let's keep on setting a shining example together.
Interesting. Sorry.
Tired of dull and lifeless hair? Fed up of dry and brittle split ends? Then say hello to Acide Gastrique. Provitamin formula is a deep fortifying, intensive treatment that repairs and protects hair for irresistible shine. Only Acide Gastrique contains an organic blend of ingredients that penetrate deep into your hair, breaking down citrulline and glycogen for hair that looks and feels healthier. Acide Gastrique. Acide Gastrique nourishes from root to tip for 8 times the strength of other brands. 6 out of 10 shampooists recommend it. Acide Gastrique. The intensive formula acts fast, repairing damage and strengthening strands for hair that's truly unbreakable. Metaphor for hair strength. Rapid repair and protect. Deep, nourishing, intensely strengthening Pro V formula. The irresistible, healthy-looking great hair days that make you say, "Look at my hair." Look at my hair. Acide Gastrique. Because you have to.
Okay, Sports for the board game. This is what I want to hear about.
What game? Oh, your favourite sportsboard moments in the cover your compete in the trivia round.
Dad, in non-Euclidean geometry, which type of surface has constant negative Gaussian curvature?
Hyperbolic?
Correct. It's a leap year.
Is that here?
Yeah, name that fish. Kick the bucket! Wait, is that? Yes! It's the poison!
Do we now know what year this is?
That means put on a shame hat. And that's right. We win your kids.
Oh.
Sorry, they're ours now.
Oh, okay.
Forget those tired old board games. The sports
Joy?
game
Question
is
mark?
the only game your family is going to want to play.
Oh. Well. It's 1985, huh? Well, good to know. I don't think there's much we missed, but
Ow! God, I'm sorry.
I hadn't turned this
I'm
on.
sorry, I'm sorry. I haven't had any food today.
Oh, you're fired.
What?
You're fired.
What for? Facial sabotage?
Jenny,
Problem?
I want her fired today, now.
Don't worry, Kath, it'll be all right.
No, it won't be all right, Kath. Pack up your weapons of optical destruction and get out.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy.
I mean,
Or
at least they
yours.
paid for you, Breezy.
It'll be all right.
Rather than just winning you.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week. Jenny?
I'm sorry, Kath. You're going to have to leave.
I hope they just move her.
Letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded
10
me.
seconds,
I thought we were
everybody.
all part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so
Going in
high and mighty
5,
and do your job.
4,
You'll have me fired too.
3.
Don't tempt me.
I don't think there's going to be anything in the foreign ministers.
Wise words there.
Later tonight, in a bit of a...
Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Tonight's
National Nightly
News.
That's the titles.
I'm gonna go check my makeup.
If only there was someone to do it for you.
She's not your enemy.
Is it you then?
No, it's Bannon. He's been sending coded messages to Bozeman after every show.
Of course, it's the only credible solution.
You must be very disappointed.
Yes, until now I thought him as a son I'd never had.
I prefer you like this. Going in 10 seconds.
What did I miss?
Sorry I snapped at you.
5,
Particularly squeeze
4,
my arms today, was I?
3.
Alright, we don't have audio on for them, I'm pretty certain. Until they start talking, that is.
That's what I hope you're asking Megan Wolf for me.
She's out of your league, mate.
Thank you for the correction.
Well, you have to be more careful.
We got most of this, I'm pretty sure.
Here's a long-term plan to get fired live on the news at 6 in front of the nation.
Can someone warn him it's going a little too well?
I mean... I don't blame him. How are we feeling? What are we feeling about the state of the government? What's everyone's political opinions at this point?
Are you still meant to bow to foreign royalty?
What?
Should I just like...
Mostly worried about Jeremy, but yeah, everyone else, sign it. I don't think we're going to miss anything on that. I then which party is anarchy, Obake? Who do we vote
here
for
we go.
anarchy?
Shut up, stop it.
Look at him.
If we could just get you in position.
Oh, say no more. Say no more.
Megan, Jeremy, you
Yeah,
remember Mr.
that's
Algebra?
still better than the Tories.
Harris, and this is Ms. Raiden.
What?
Philippa, please.
We're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully exciting, isn't it?
Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1.
Oh.
I feel like Advanced Main Core to say one thing and do another, but we're yet to see them really doing the other besides, you know, Peter's clear leanings that are suggesting it, but we haven't had a clear answer on it.
The world's most attractive horse. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. And from all of us here, have a peaceful night.
That's the ads. Let's get reset for tomorrow, please.
Hey, we must stop bumping into each other like this, eh?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Mr. Algebra went for the left handshake. Smart spotted, Jeremy. Alright, that's something to think on. I'm going to play the ads. I will be RB, but I'll be back very shortly, and we can discuss. Left hand, shaking with your left hand is typically meant to be a sign of dishonesty. Alright, ads are playing. We'll be RB. I am ambidextrous, so trust me, I know it, but I did learn etiquette, so I do know. And I also have an evil character's tag, so who's to say? The uni did insist that I knew basic etiquette. Do we feel like advanced? I don't know if... Is Angela Salisbury? I don't think she would have... She might have a lockdown party, but I don't immediately see her having the lockdown party that Peter Clement would have. You should start. Establish dominance in all situations. Make it an active choice in your life to let people know what's coming. English is fun. Let experimenting your English skills. Divorce Jones, thank you for the follow. Anyway, we're playing not for broadcast, that's what we're playing. We're just letting the ads run and then we'll be back to it. See, if I want to establish dominance, I just do this. And then I'm the big boss man. Alright, let's get on. Breezy is time. Alright. Okay guys, it's time to make decisions. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon in summer, with you and Sam making the most of both kids being out of the house. You bang your head out, coming out of the cupboard with the last 2 slices of homemade cake. It used to be much easier when you could store things in the pantry. It's rare for you and Sam to actually get to finish sweet things in this house, and you savour every moment. Just as you take your last bite, you hear the sound of the front door slamming. That'll be Charlie back from the Go-Getters. You guys called the cake! It's cake time! You can hear him practically running to come find you, and he's running from ear to ear when he finally does. I have some really big news. You and Sam play along, sitting attentively with bated breath. Ready? Charlie asks, as you both nod enthusiastically. With a flourish, he reveals a new badge from his pocket and proudly presents it to you both to examine as he announces, "As today I'm a member of the first tier Cohesion Cadets." That way, there's way more stuff I'm going to be able to do, and I'll be working out some weekends, but it's really cool. Alright guys. Seems like a big step up for teenagers. Alright. Oh, set that back to 1. Czar. What do we think? I really don't know how to feel. What on earth is a Cohesion Cadet? What is a Cohesion Cadet meant to be? Unless it's just cadets. It could just be cadets. Decision has been made. There are things to come, oh boy. Shopping, something that always seemed so tedious before the sanctions has become even more of a chore now. You managed to get almost everything you needed for the family this evening, but you'll have to come back tomorrow to get through the week. There's a queue to leave the car park, though it's hard to make out why in the dark. Hopefully whatever's coming it won't be long. As the final car in front of you drives off, you realise the queue is actually due to a checkpoint set up at the exit. A friendly looking man in an advanced uniform, CCO, emblazoned with a number of places on it, approaches your car and knocks on the driver's side window. You roll it down. Good evening. Nothing to worry about. I was just wondering if I could see your team membership card, please. Weren't these cards supposed to be voluntary? I'm sorry, I don't have one. Ah, that's not a problem. We've got forms with us right here, and we're more than happy to sign you up. The man gestures to his colleague behind you, a young woman in a similar uniform. She clearly received the short end of the stick and stuck with paperwork. What? Why are we calling? I'm not... I think our kid should maybe quit cadets. I think maybe get into sports boards? Maybe that'd be better if they joins the sports board team. Alright, guess we're signing up. He gestures for his colleague to come over and she quickly takes down your personal information, employment history and also that of your family. That's quite a bit more than you were expecting, the level of detail required is a little surprising too. Still, a few minutes later you're done and with the promise of your very own team membership card winging its way to you soon. Saves you having to stop in the queue next time. Yep, that's all great, thanks. Don't forget to keep an eye out for the new team lottery starting up soon. Loads of great benefits to be won. Yeah, you have a nice day now. The man so smiles and he pats the bonnet of your car and waves you off. So these cards are mandatory now? I'm just gonna vote on that one because it probably mattered a lot. Number 2. Okay. It's a Saturday, one of your few days off, and you've made the most of it. But as late afternoon draws on, the invitation sits into the fridge, staring accusingly at you. And one gala is a mandatory work event, Bozeman was very quick to tell you. Also, don't you dare be late. What on earth would the gala be? Also, if we skip it, he might fire us. Gala is a kind of cake. Gotta go up, pick up our slice. Do you think they've realised that I'm a cleaner? Do you think at any point they went, wait a minute, you were the cleaner? We didn't hire you to do this job. Or do you think they're just letting me away with it? Alright, let's go! Better start getting ready. You wonder if Sam will give you a lift. A drink or two might help with the enforced office socialising. Hopefully it won't be too bad. After all, you're pretty good at your job, right? Oh, you know. National News Night. You arrive on time, barely at the Sauvignon, one of the oldest and grandest hotels in the capital. Or Sauvignon? I don't know. You're surprised to see a queue to get in and quickly realise it's because people are being searched at the door by some very military-looking personnel in smart attire. While you're waiting, you can't help but notice just how very opulent the building is. Possibly the fanciest place you've been in your life. You submit to being patted down, and with a sigh of relief are let into the hotel. Once inside, you're directed to the grand ballroom, and following the signs you marvel at the sheer scale of the place, the amount of armed security guards. When you finally arrive, a very severe-looking woman at the door asks your name. I'm Alex Winston. She curtly checks her list before whispering something to the waiter beside her. You've made it just in time to be seated before dinner. Please follow Emanuela here to your table. The waiter smiles at you and opens one of the great double doors, gesturing for you to enter. Immediately you can see why it's called the Grand Ballroom. You pause for a second to take it all in. You feel a slight tap on your arm and Emanuela gestures for you to follow him. He seats you at a table in the central floor area and a decent view of the stage. Clearly you're in Bozeman's good books at the moment. You're sat with some colleagues you've seen around the Channel 1 offices before, but you don't know that well. One of them informs you, far too excitedly, it's a very corporate evening for warden speeches. Oh, at least the food should be good. The dinner is indeed lovely, and with the help of the, no doubt, very expensive wine, conversation flows easily enough. In fact, much to your surprise, you're actually presented with an award for Best Newcomer to Channel 1 Family. Well, this was unexpected. As you walk up and collect it, you recognise the presenter as Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey of Insider's fame. He thanks Advance for sponsoring this year's gala, before specifically thanking Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement for being in attendance tonight. They're in attendance? As you take the stage, you see the frontmost central table does indeed seat the Prime Ministers, as well as Bozeman, Meghan, and some other very well-to-do type. Where's Jeremy? You don't recognise. That explains all the security. As you're handed the ward, Dr. Atkinson Blimey asks if you'd like to say a few words. Oh boy. What are we going to say? What are we going to say? Who are we thanking for our amazing success? I mean, I guess it was worth coming. We got an award. Right? That makes it worth it, right? Nothing to worry about, right? Yeah, what kind of person are we? I am surprised at the way the polls are going, but I thought we had more Dave Simps in the chat, but clearly not. Oh, okay. We've ended on a draw. Dave, I will give you the final decision. Do you want thanked at this gala? If Dave is still in the chat. Always, of course. Most of the room breaks out into polite laughter, but you see that neither of the Prime Ministers crack so much as a smile. Well, of course not, they don't know who Dave is. Nor does Bozeman. He's too busy frantically flipping between examining Peter and Julia for a reaction and glaring daggers at you. Eventually they join in the light applause as Adrian ushers you back to your seat. You may not have made the smartest move. Just as you're finishing your up dinner, one of the other people at your table points behind you. As you turn, you see Bozeman walking briskly past with Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement in tow. You're pretty sure he was pointedly ignoring you. He seemed to be introducing the Prime Minister to a selection of people at different tables. Better them than you! You finish off the rest of the meal, listen to the last few speeches, and then head home. All in all, it was a surprisingly nice evening. You might actually look forward to the next one, providing Bozeman invites you to that one, of course. Oh, midnight. I hope you can get some rest soon. I hope your tooth feels better soon. Looks like we're back in the office. Oof. What? What? Hold on. I'm gonna try from checkpoint because I missed what he said. I was too focused on my controls not working.
I'm sweating like Peter Clement in an off-license here.
Okay, we're working on
Oh
it.
shoot,
What,
now
you've got
I've
someone
missed.
to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Okay, did anyone catch what the instructions were?
I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th
These
week.
images look very
Team
similar.
headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
Ever since these illegal sanctions were imposed, we have
They were
greatly
given-
relied upon trade.
We were being given instructions, but I was too focused on the fact my controls stopped working, so I missed what they were. So I tried to re-open it, and it skipped what the instructions were. So now we don't know
Worldwide friends who,
what we're doing.
like us, refuse to recognize their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenseless.
I did, and it skips the
Here
intro.
in the headlights, burgeoning brewmeister Johnny Hamsleeves has today launched a new marketing campaign to revitalise the image of his unpopular Headbutt Ale. Adamant that his craft brew could be a commercial success if only he could get in front of the right audience, Johnny's gone to surprising lengths in his latest PR stunt.
The
In a
phone's been
move he's
taken away.
calling groundbreaking, and his accountants are calling irresponsible, Johnny has launched 1,000 bottles of beer into the stratosphere, where they've now settled into geostationary orbit. He's hailing it as a landmark achievement, while scientists are condemning his cosmic flight.
Yes, I'm not sure if
In it to win
Exit.
it.
Okay, let's try exiting to main menu and seeing. We'll see.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Tell which ones are having trouble. Oh. Thank you.
I'm sweating like Peter
Okay.
Clement in an off-license
Nope.
here.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name
Okay,
is, do I?
He's
so-
here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in
I
line.
think you have to point the fan at the gauge when it's turning on. Oh, okay, so oh, okay, okay, I
So,
see.
got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Thank you, Czar.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight.
Oh,
Siege mentality.
Never mind. Good. Alright, okay, let's get this together. Get it together, get it together. The beep was the fact that I hadn't turned the screen on to the
I'm
relevant.
sweating like Peter Clement in an off-license here.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the
There
fuck
you
his
go.
name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So we've got any actual real news tonight?
Yeah, I forgot to turn on the news. People did not like that. That was the beep was to tell me that people hated my show.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response.
Apparently not. I thought they would.
Ever since these illegal sanctions were imposed, we have gratefully relied upon trade and aid from our worldwide friends who, like us, refuse to recognise their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenceless. Thank you.
Beer in the headlights. Burgeoning brewmeister Johnny Hamsleeves has today launched a new marketing campaign to revitalise the image of his unpopular Headbutt Ale. Adamant that his craft brew could be a commercial success if only he could get in front of the right audience, Johnny's gone to surprising lengths in his latest PR stunt. In a move he's calling groundbreaking and his accountants are calling irresponsible, Johnny has launched 1,000 bottles of beer into the stratosphere, where they've now settled into geostationary orbit. He's hailing it as a landmark achievement, while scientists are condemning his cosmic fly tipping. In it to win it. Exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. Glory hole? Due to the overwhelming public disapproval of their controversial moves, Remington's Fist announced that excavations are to be discontinued and the unfinished tunnel repurposed.
Hooray!
Speaking from her divorce lawyer's parking lot, pitiful CEO Sophia Remington admitted the attempt to dig through the earth was short-sighted and ambitious, and unveiled the future of the abandoned hole. Sophia hailed the planned underground amusement park as a visionary design. According to a spokesman, it's just like a regular theme park, but damper and more susceptible to cave-ins. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Progress today for the stranded scientists of Dante's Taint, as the captain leading their rescue mission is announced. The trapped team have survived in the cave system for many months now, but hope is on the horizon as the expedition leader is announced by the Board of Underground Theoretics. A respected professional with decades of experience, training and knowledge, Captain Audrey Aerospace is said to be the only real choice to successfully save the troubled scientific excursion, but an unfortunate one to be sat next to at a dinner party or social occasion. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. As grassroots support for the movement grows rapidly, especially in those areas Advance have not yet been able to fully regenerate, people across the country are starting to fear a return to the bad old days of inequality, division, and multiple television shows about buying houses. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh. Huh? Oh shit. Shit. Well. Yeah, I'm trying to check the power, but it's not working. Oh my god, it was. Okay. We'll do all that again. Because I don't know why. I was clicking it, it just wasn't going. Whoops. Okay, that's our first reel.
I'm sweating like Peter Clement in an off-license here.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you were
It's
doing
a highlight switch one that's on.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
Ever since
Yeah,
the
good
illegal
thinking, Zara.
sanctions were imposed, we have gratefully relied upon trade and aid from our worldwide friends who, like us, refuse to recognize their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenseless. Thank you.
Beer in the headlights. Burgeoning brewmeister Johnny Hamsleeves has today launched a new marketing campaign to revitalise the image of his unpopular Headbutt Ale. Adamant that his craft brew could be a commercial success if only he could get in front of the right audience, Johnny's gone to surprising lengths in his latest PR stunt. In a move he's calling groundbreaking and his accountants are calling irresponsible, Johnny has launched 1,000 bottles of beer into the stratosphere, where they've now settled into geostationary orbit. He's hailing it as a landmark achievement, while scientists are condemning his cosmic flight tipping. In it to win it, exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to
Alright,
have to have
so eyes on that panel.
Glory Hole? Due to the overwhelming public disapproval of their controversial moves, Remington's Fist announced that excavations are to be discontinued and the unfinished tunnel repurposed. Speaking from her divorce lawyer's parking lot, pitiful CEO Sophia Remington admitted the attempt to dig through the earth was short-sighted and ambitious, and unveiled the future of the abandoned hole. Sophia hailed the planned underground amusement park as a visionary design. According to a spokesman, it's just like a regular theme park, but damper and more susceptible to cave-ins. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Progress today for the stranded scientists of Dante's Taint, as the captain leading their rescue mission is announced. The trapped team have survived in the cave system for many months now, but hope is on the horizon as the expedition leader is announced by the Board of Underground Theoretics. A respected professional with decades of experience, training and knowledge, Captain Audrey Aerospace is said to be the only real choice to successfully save the troubled scientific excursion, but an unfortunate one to be sat next to at a dinner party or social occasion. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. As grassroots support for the movement grows rapidly, especially in those areas Advance have not yet been able to fully regenerate, people across the country are starting to fear a return to the bad old days of inequality, division, and multiple television shows about buying houses. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay, ready. One's going. Shoot. Oh.
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been
There's a
dispatched to
panel
every corner of the country.
beside these.
This great nation of ours
This middle
are
one.
coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining-on-Sea to see what this scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns at the University of Princeford. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? My eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about this experiment.
Well, we take data from weather stations from all over the world, along with atmospheric samples, and we take all that and we feed it into this
What?
computer.
Oh my god, it's not even running.
And we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds very fancy.
I should
That was
just say
amazing
that,
look.
none of this would be possible without the generous support of Remington's Fist. This is all
Oh,
thanks to their unrivaled investment in our future, and may I just say, complimentary personal anecdote. Oh, here we go. And, as expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think.
Excuse me?
Yeah? We need to evolve gills within 40 years.
You look thirsty.
Here it just says, shit, shit, shit.
Look at you. This is meant to be a celebration. Can't go around looking like that.
Shit,
There you
shit,
go.
shit,
Much
shit.
better. Can I just say thank you again to Sophia Remington for providing all of this.
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is running out.
This was 1985.
That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
Whoops.
Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim us all.
There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be, that everything is just fine. I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe, a
Hey, Gary.
janitor at the local school, and Amelia Jackhammer, an aspiring poet. Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel?
So that sounds the thing breaking.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
Wow, that sounds so convenient. But we're all dying to know, what have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julius Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in.
That's absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
Oh, good.
So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So you were both polishing turds?
No, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh.
Oh.
How unexpected.
I don't polish turds, I write poetry.
Potato, potato. So Gary...
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
There's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership, was it in hopes of winning the lottery, or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Oh.
Are you all right?
Yes, it's coming. It's inspiration and it's delicious.
Right you are.
Shit.
Today on the show, there's no news. Just a man who keeps multiple poos.
This big one's my favourite. See how it's fibrous, really lovely texture.
Would you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
If it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at old Blue Eyes here.
The national news lost its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which was recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this heat, the smell really is. I mean, it's something else. Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you. You can tell that, look at him, proud as punch. Do you know what it's like, son, being the second smelliest town? No, I don't. Living in the shadow of Arseminster. Those smug fucks. But who's laughing now, eh?
Sorry, what, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built flour factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Does the stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or completing the physical act of love.
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very impressed.
So, what's sickness?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the few valves on the high street.
What kind of carcasses?
Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms? Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a loss of inhibition.
Fuck off, do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth, you stinking old tramp?
Next recording is a period of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
I can't read someone ever sung in my life. Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I'm gorgeous. Why didn't you tell me? I should take my shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon. Feel the Bannon. Oh, man. What's the
And the ennui. All that's left now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
No, Dottie. Was that you? Why are you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels.
Thank you.
Right, that's all here from Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons.
Hey, we're hiring him.
Jeremy.
Thanks, Barry. With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute
This next section features a potentially controversial guest. Advance may request some censorship if it goes too off topic. You've done a great job so
Do we do
far
that?
keeping everyone happy, so let's keep up the good work.
And I can't do this anymore.
You say this every Friday.
Okay, I'm giving it to Paul. Okay, Paul going. I'm going back to work.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
Jeremy?
My mic is still.
Jeremy?
We've got none of that, but I can tell you what we do have. Danger cars.
Ooh.
Germ pair.
Oh.
This swing.
Swing.
Stay with us in our rustic accommodation. With all
That's what I'm talking about? Cat football? We should be doing an interview with the War Minister, or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather would be more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this anymore, Jenny. I've had enough. That's it. This is just...
10
Oh,
seconds.
oh, oh.
Over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5, 4, 3.
Okay, I'll...
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the captain of the territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. See, I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election, and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting. I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
Do people tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group for people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come down, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
That it was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say...
Wow, we may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun.
Steady on! This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin, a ginger tabby with a world-class pair of penalty paws. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go. Not you.
Unhand him at once. Enough! That's enough!
Jeremy?
What are
Jeremy, Jeremy.
Piss myself.
Alex, don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to.
Okay.
You in the broadcast centre. Bozeman's little scapegoat.
Yeah.
You listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football? We are on the brink of a siege, the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go, before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Now. Good. Yes. Now. Good. Right. Yes. You in the broadcast centre.
Hey.
Alex, you listen to me. You pay attention.
Mhm.
Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial.
Yeah.
Today is going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right.
Nothing there.
VHS tape, and I want you to load it into one
I
of
already loaded it up, Jeremy.
When I say so, and not before you play it. You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now, all cameras.
I assume you won't be playing that tape. This station does not negotiate with terrorists. I hope I've made myself clear. You seem to know what to do.
Every single thing
We've already
that comes out of
decided.
this studio is either one-sided or by now we're going to show the other side for a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days. Alex, play the fucking tape. I don't want to hurt any of you.
You guys made the decision.
I don't like. I will not hesitate to start.
You're going to get me in trouble with that. Let's hope you made the right call.
Reset the system for the third segment. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
Do we play the advanced tape? Tell me. It's an ID card.
Another faceless organization. A shadowy figure with a distorted voice. You've seen it so many times in the movies. Well, this is not a movie.
My name is Alan James. I used to try and shock people for a living, for entertainment. But now we live in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked. Perhaps we need to wake up. The guards are coming for our freedoms. They're coming for the fruits
I
of
think
our
it'd be.
lives. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smile them through our
I think it'd be funny to play them back to back.
if we voice our concerns.
How long?
You don't have to accept it.
Jeremy, please.
How long?
17 seconds.
And the studio doors are all still locked?
Find us.
Yes.
Talk with us. Join us.
So what now?
It isn't hard.
I don't know.
We're everywhere.
This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had a speech, look. But this was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off.
Please, don't do any more stupid things today.
How long? How long, Jenny?
You already lied.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Joining me, unexpectedly, for I very much imagine will be my last broadcast, are two new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News and is someone I consider, well, a friend. And next to her is, what's your name?
Andy.
Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official.
Officer.
Sorry?
It's community cohesion officer, CCO.
And how's that feel, Andy? Being rebranded?
it's good. It's not about confrontation anymore. You know, the force had its fair share of problems.
Yeah, our son's a mini cop.
The team doesn't have as many.
But it's
He's a trainee cop.
I couldn't say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you? We'll come back to you later. Jenny?
Don't want to be on the news, Jeremy.
That's perfectly understandable. Who'd want to do this? Jenny, why did you join the National Nightly News team?
I always wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this program? The National Nightly News.
It was the news everyone trusted.
Was?
Is. Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
There is a great big Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
What do you mean?
I saw your face when that hood came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger.
Like I said, you didn't know.
No. I didn't know. The people I met were with... He wasn't there.
God,
I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry. But seriously. Alan fucking James. You're flushing your life down the toilet for... God, I love you, Jeremy, but...
He's a good speaker.
No, he ain't.
He's popular in the country.
That right?
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you at home, you know it too. Meanwhile, I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. Patrick is paddling about in shit. And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, but what a metaphor. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression, and the news isn't saying anything. We're not saying anything.
Says who? Alan fucking James.
What are all those scientists working on at Grantham Downs? What are they testing underground at Altergrave? Andy, your turn. Make yourself fucking useful. How many people have you brought in for consultations just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards?
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy? Let me demonstrate it for you. Let me help you. You read these cards with my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing a fact?
What? I don't understand.
Do you want my help, Andy?
Yes, whatever you say, yes.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it.
What?
Eat the fucking news, Andy, or I'll force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy, stop.
Go on.
Really?
Eat it. Eat it, you fucking bully.
Jeremy, stop. They will kill you. Please, don't make me watch that.
Of course. You're right.
Jeremy.
Sorry, everyone. You can put the card down now, Andy. You can go now. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. They're nearly done. All cameras on me.
Which one do you want?
This new regime of ours is so seductive. I understand that. But before we all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again, if you care. Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of, whose shit is this? There's a cat backstage dressed as a fucking goalie, for Christ's sake. He's even got the little gloves. Anyway, That's why I arranged for you to see that broadcast from the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him, but I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's also fucking pointless. I was going to quit tonight. Take a holiday. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Maybe try having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Never tried. I loved them. And now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
I've tried my best to be honest with you, but this just isn't the news anymore. And I'm sorry. I've lost this fight.
Alex, think of the consequences. Our society has never been fairer. From the food that we eat,
Did I make the right choice, chat?
transition and community cohesion services we all enjoy. Finally, by working as a team, we have raised living standards and are the envy of an increasingly jealous world. And with these newfound luxuries,
I know the game wouldn't have shown it. So I'm curious about what would have happened. But I'm hoping it's the thing, I can't say if cutting away stopped him or if the cameras being live would have been. Well, that's it. Maybe if it was televised, he would have seen sense. It really doesn't, and that's the point. But it's a generous bonus.
Our society has never been fairer. From the food that we eat to the education, transition and community cohesion services we all enjoy. Finally, by working as a team, we have raised living standards and are the envy of an increasingly jealous world. And with these newfound luxuries come new opportunities for those who have put the needs of the team before their own. From this month, everyone who has registered for a team membership card,
Yeah, I'm good at handling valves, apparently.
entered into a lottery to win.
Even though we restarted 4 times. Yeah, we got the idea of what we were doing.
After all, the team membership card is your passport to your world-class public services, and it's absolutely free. Just be sure to have your team membership card with you at all times. It really is that simple. After all, how can we help you if we don't know who you are? Team membership cards. Look after the team, and the team will look after you.
Jeremy, why'd you do that to me, buddy? Oh, Jeremy.
Hi, it's Crazy Neil with our mega hot sunny summer deal. The prices are heating up, but the temperature's going down. Or it's the other way around. We don't know. We've got dingoes. We've got ringos. Give me the flamingo, guys. I know the prices are mental. If you're boiling hot and you're thinking, I need to get cool, I need to get down to Neil's because we've got the aircon on. We're serving up ice creams to all the customers, but our prices are dropping faster than a kid with a cold. It's on the floor. Yes, they're dropping every day. We've got crazy artificial paddling poles, ornamental paddling poles, big poles, little poles, tiny ground catching nets. Well, I don't care what you think. I'm gonna drop them even further. We got rubber rings for pets. We got rubber rings for you. We got rubber rings for them. We got rubber rings for her. Are you the managing director? No. We got everything from pina coladas, lifeboat starters, ladies on lilos. We got men flying in silos. If your favorite hobby is ice sculpting whilst the outside is boiling, we can let you sculpt dragons. We can let you sculpt flagons. We can let you sculpt icebergs. Whatever the temperature is doing, we got a fan. You don't care? You're fired! Hey! So come on down to the Crazy Neil Long Hot Summer Deal Steal.
Hi, I'm billionaire CEO Sophia Remington, and I'm way out of
Kitty.
your league.
I mean, that's exactly your type, isn't it?
Men out there, I've got something even better to occupy your evening.
Girl, what's happened to your role?
I'm talking, of course, about the sexy new RS85 Wow Box.
I would expect no less from you, Katie.
I'm bored,
But damn,
Brad.
Me too, Chad.
I wish I could go down the arcade and shoot a few rounds
the
of
tension
space
between
wrestling.
Alex and Jeremy.
Me too, Chad. But we spent all our cash there last night. I won't have any more until the weekend.
Well, let's go take hard drugs, mug an elderly, or spit on a bum then, Brad. There's no other options.
Only video games weren't so expensive.
There has to be a better way. Don't worry, young layabouts. The RS85 Wow Box costs no more than your allowance. And if you pre-order one now, we'll even throw in the groundbreaking new release that's sure to be Game of the Year. I sat down with the cutest dorks in the world and told them how to make a hit game. And here it is, A.T., the Alien Traveler. We expect demand for this baby to drive our sales into the stratosphere, so we've already made hundreds of thousands of copies of them.
Good thing you have already dug the hole in the
I'm
ground.
Sophia Remington, and you can never have me, but you can have my mighty work.
That's good, that's good. We've already... well, let's see if there's anything different in the short version.
Tired of dull and lifeless hair? Fed up of dry and brittle split ends? Then say hello to Acid Gastrique. Acid Gastrique. The Provitamin formula is a deep fortifying, intensive treatment that repairs and protects hair for irresistible shine. Only Acid Gastrique contains an organic blend of ingredients that penetrate
They are so funny and so real.
and feels healthier.
Acid Gastrique nourishes from root.
Yeah, these ones are definitely the most real of all of them.
No wonder 6 out of 10 shampoos recommend it.
Zara, if you remember, the previous ad she was doing was for a skin cream that dried out your face. So it's...
Rapid repair and protect. Deep, nourishing, intensely strengthening Pro V formula. The irresistible, healthy-looking great hair days that make you say, "Look at my hair." Look at my hair. Acid Gastrique. Because you have to.
yeah, basically yes. But it's part of the narrative.
This summer, your little ones deserve a treat.
Lens.
Ferris wheel.
Singular.
Carousel. Roller coaster. We've got none of that, but I can tell you what we do have.
Yes, same kitty.
Colourful germ pair. This swing.
I know I already guessed for the swing, but oh, the swing.
With all the facilities you'd expect. Water.
Ooh.
Hey, shoot, don't worry about that. With our fantastic live entertainment, actual activities, legally edible food and air, you're bound to find the perfect family getaway at Bumlin's. Located just a few minutes drive from local attractions like Bum Sands and The Hole. It's... well, it's majestic, isn't it?
It is. I love the whole.
We'll take the whole family.
We saw most of this, but I'll play it again.
Good evening. You know who we are. You've seen our symbols on your walls. You've heard them talk about us on the news. We are Disrupt. We are the Resistance. It's time you knew the truth. You know Advance are lying to you. You know the elderly are not a burden. You know the rich were not all evil. And you know the team membership card is an ID card, no matter what they try to tell you. But why should you trust us?
It's an ID card, it's like, okay, I see. This is all it shows.
You've seen it so many times in the movies. Well, this is not a movie.
My name is Alan James. I used to try and shock people for a living, for entertainment. But now we live in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked. Perhaps we need to wake up. Advance are coming for our freedoms. They are coming for the fruits of our labors. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smiling throughout. They will turn our children against us if we voice our concerns. But you don't have to accept it. A great many people already won't. You can resist. You can disrupt. Find us. Talk with us. Join us.
I think if anything, this makes the shops look so bad. Alright, I'm going to run an ad and we'll be back and we'll see if there is any story segments before we get back to work. Alright guys, see you in a bit. I've got to say, I think setting up the keypad for playing this game was a really good decision. I think that's helped a lot. How are we doing, gamers? How is everyone feeling? I'm so worried about him. Here's the thing, so I know I'm the one playing it, but I feel that because I am not, my brain does not go management sims, but I wanted to play this, so... Kitty's having a moment now. Kitty's brain is off. Kitty is opening a tab on AO3 right now. I can't answer that, sorry. Welcome back from the ads, everyone who was trapped in them. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll have stuff to look
I'm
at.
sweating like Peter Clement in an off-licence here.
Okay, we're working on it.
Well,
You've
we've
got
heard this
someone
one
to hose down the
enough.
sun, have you? All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News. And after that, I'll be asking my own thumb what it thinks about the global financial situation, as well as what 3 members of the general public think about how a nuclear reactor might work.
Could you be a little more dismissive in your delivery? I think there's a viewer out there somewhere who missed it.
Viewers? We still have some of those, do we? Perhaps they're hoping to run into a fact.
Jeremy, get it together. Don't give Bozeman any more ammunition.
Oh, no, thank you.
Well,
Coming back from the titles, quiet in the studio.
so much for that.
Perhaps they're hoping to run into a fact.
Hit that one.
You sure you don't want a drink? Oh, no, thank you. Sure? No, I'd really best not.
Flips on the beach?
Yeah, be sure to link them in the server.
Not my type.
Oh.
Go on then. But just the one. I am supposed to be working.
First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining on Sea to see what this...
They're sweating.
coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolf in Shining on Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan, how's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking.
Are you fucking kidding me? She's on a beach with a fucking cocktail with what looks suspiciously like actual news.
Would you rather she was here with you? Because that's been going so well recently.
No, I don't want that either. What I want is, well, never mind. Right now, I'd happily settle for a desk fan.
Bozeman will never approve it.
Do you know they
Ain't
have
that
a
real?
Who?
Bozeman and Megan, and Bozeman's wife, who is lovely, apparently. Who would have thought it? Bozeman managed to persuade some poor, hapless victim to shackle themselves to his ego.
Your mic's still live. And I have met Bozeman's wife, and she is lovely, actually.
What do you mean you've met Bozeman's wife? How come you've met her? I don't even know she exists.
Because in the 8 years I've worked with you, I've never seen you attend a single workplace social event.
Well, that's why I wasn't at the gala.
Imagine the horror of spending an evening with your colleagues.
I'd rather spend an evening with that fucking rapper.
Do you remember when you used to be fun?
Yes, it was about the last time we did the actual news, wasn't it? Before your lot turned into this shit.
I'm sorry. My lot?
Well, it's not my fault, is it? Why are you even here today? I mean, it's supposed to be your day off.
I am not talking to you.
Megan Wolf. We'd finally meet Robin.
Back to you.
It's in iambic.
Megan Wolf.
Oh wait, he was saying things.
That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest. There you are.
Go!
I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for
Is
just
this okay?
one
In
opinion.
the cleanest overalls.
Could you? There you have it, Jeremy. Proof, if proof be need be.
I've actually been writing about the moment we'd finally meet Robin. It's in iambic pentameter.
Oh. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jerry.
Oops. Sorry, should we?
I'm here in Scritchford with Gary Failsafe.
Has anyone seen Jenny? Jenny? Jenny! Can I get a refill, please? I know you can hear me. Don't you walk away from me. Jenny!
Okay, nothing going on with him.
Look, I know it's not your job, but can I get a refill, please? Look, I know it's not your job, and I don't want to come over entitled like a certain co-host of mine, but my throat is dry, and I have to be sat here until the inevitable clusterfuck of an interview that is this, Gary the Shit Collector, comes to an end. So, if you wouldn't mind, please. Well, go on then. Thank you.
Gary.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment...
My God, have you finally found someone in a worse situation than you?
I'm picking up that she might be somewhat annoyed with me.
For your information, Jeremy, me and my lot aren't the reason there's no real news left. I put plenty of ideas forward, but they always get squashed up the chain.
Fucking Bozeman.
No, not Bozeman, further up.
Huh? Tell me more.
I shouldn't have even said that.
Girl?
Well, Patrick, who's not looking presentable now, eh? Fucking arsehole. He hasn't even got a fucking tile.
I'm waiting on Patrick collapsing, or Patrick's hat then cutting, so... Because I know something was said during that.
Have you noticed what's happening to him out there? Have you noticed what's happening to him out there? He's just called the guest a stinking old tramp. Are we really going to let this continue?
We sure did.
Oh, Patrick, why? No, you shouldn't. He's taking his shirt off on national news. Shouldn't we cut away? Okay, he's passed out. He's actually unconscious. Are we going to come back now? Apparently not.
I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy. Right.
Thanks,
now,
Baron.
You need to stand back. No, way back. The first few expulsions are devastating.
Is he all right?
Ah, you've started now. Right, you might take yourself a seat before it gets messy.
Right, let's go. Oh. Never mind, we're going straight into the next one, it seems. Oh no, we're not, okay. Sometimes splurging. You wake up still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. What you had to edit on the news last night. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room waiting for you. Take a seat on the sofa next to Sam. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We're so worried about you last night after Jeremy. Everything that happened. Sam shakes her head. I wonder what they'll do with him now. Are you okay? What? Alright guys, vote. How are we feeling? Because like, in the end, Jeremy wasn't siding with Alan James. He was, you know. Oof. I feel like we've created. Everyone loves Alan James. No one loves Alan James. Everyone loves Jeremy Johnson. Sam glanced at Charlie, then back to you. We saw that you chose to play that tape. They paused before continuing. And I couldn't help but wonder why. Why did we play the tape? Oh. I was like, oh, you know, Advance isn't watching us here, and then, of course, there's a cop in our living room. Oh, Charlie. Charlie. Unfortunate name. What? That's not good enough. Disrupt her bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seems to come out of nowhere, and no one in the room is prepared for it. Do you even think about how this stuff affects people? You're a fucking idiot. Sam tries to interject Charlie, but he's already slammed the door. Charlie always was a bit black and white about this sort of thing. For what it's worth, Alex, I think you were in an impossible situation. And somehow you managed to make the right call. I think. Sam throws her arms around you. Only you were stuck in that studio having to make that choice. No one can criticize what you did, and I'm proud of you. We saved our non-binary marriage. I've never been so grateful to have Sam support you. You take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's all a lot to take in. You're not sure you've fully processed what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. You sigh and absent-mindedly turn on the TV. It's nice you've at least got some company. The TV is playing through some old western show, but it's not quite as distracting as you'd hoped. You're never going to please everyone. Almost a year. It's been 6 months since you and Sam last discussed Grandma's ever-increasing medical costs, and Emma, whilst very pleasant, has proved as expensive a nurse as you feared. You can't quite believe it's been that long already, but the sanctions are really starting to hit home now. Unfortunately, government's only solution to help the ailing elderly is a day trip to a transition centre. Why does everything always seem to come back to money? This time it's you at the kitchen table, surrounded by bills and paperwork when Sam comes to join you. Today, Emma told you that there were really nothing more you could do. It was an expensive and experimental treatment that might not even help. Sometimes your mum wants the treatment, more often she talks about visiting a transition centre. It's hard to know what she really wants. Sam puts a hand on yours. What are you going to do, honey? She's your mother. It has to be your choice. I'm gonna say we currently have wealth to spare. It's a hard run for us recently. Thank you for the contribution towards the community goal, Katie, and thank you for everyone else who's contributed so far to this stream. You guys are 61% of the way there. Y'all are making good progress. Yeah, and that's your mind for everyone who hadn't already. It's scary how the transition centre has gone from, oh, you know, it's a hospice and they have time, to it's basically instant. We're in manageable debt. Alright. It's a difficult choice. You never know when you might need that money, particularly for the kids. What if Charlie gets in an accident? Or something happens to Susie while she's abroad and she needs help? But what if you could give them a few more good years with their grandmother? Really, that's worth the cost. She's just as much your family. Just as you're finishing up breakfast, Sam comes in with the post. Oh, we got a postcard from Susie. I hope she's having fun on her trip. Sam reads aloud as she finishes getting ready for work. So I've seen what feels like most of Orkistan. A really cool place, but so cold. Hope you've enjoyed the gift. And before you say anything, yes, you were right to make me pack the extra pair of socks. And gives you a small kick under the table. Next we got the train to Konoslava, much warmer and loads of beaches to enjoy. I could have stayed there forever, but I had to head to San Palmarino before it got too cold. I'm so glad we did. We probably got one or two more stops for heading home, but I'll be back in time for Christmas, I promise. Hope everyone's doing well. Love, Susie. Looks like it's been a hell of a trip. Worth every penny. Huh?
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here. Hope all's well with the family. Just a heads up, we're expecting those troublemakers at Disrupt to attempt to hack the channel during the broadcast. So keep an eye on the interference
Okay.
screen and stay out of the orange. Let's keep the news on the air. It's important, now more than ever.
Okay. I'm not going to play this, I just wanted to get the rundown on what's happening in this one. But yeah, we'll stop there. The stream, let's see who is live. Oh boy, oh boy. That was a hell of a session. Right, let's go raid into Riley, shall we? It
I
sure
don't know
is
if I
getting
want to
wild.
click it. I don't know if I want to succeed.
Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you guys coming.
You know what? Fuck it. You're right.
The words have already left your mouth.
Alright guys, thank you very much for joining me. And enjoy Riley's stream. Say hi from me. Bye. Oh boy.